What's up, YouTube? My name is Brad. This is actually my very first YouTube vlog video that I've ever done. The reason I'm doing this is because if you're anything like me, you are considering investing into Bitcoin, Genesis mining, Hashflare, and Bitconnect. Since this is my first video, I kind of wrote out what I want to do and what I want to present to you. The main thing that I'm trying to figure out is if I've gotten into the cryptocurrency investment game too late or not, since I'm starting in December of 2017, basically 2018. I've decided to give Bitcoin, Hashflare, Bitconnect, and Genesis mining a try, especially when Genesis has their open-ended SHA-256 contracts available again. I just missed the last order. And I want to document my gains and my losses and my lessons and whatever comes out of this so that it may help someone else that's considering investing in any of the technologies that I've just listed. You can expect total transparency from me, and hopefully you can subscribe to my channel and follow my journey from my videos, and hopefully they'll be educational and worth watching. If so, I'd appreciate you subscribing and clicking on the bell icon so you can be notified when I post new videos. I'll have some documentation on whether I do well with the investing or if I fail or any lessons that I learn, whatever it is. So a little about me: I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm a noob to cryptocurrency in general. I have an infant son, and I'm looking for ways to make more passive income so I can provide for him or provide better for him and my family's sake. I have a regular 9-to-5 job, and this is something I'm trying to make extra money with. Over the years, I've Googled Bitcoin every once in a while, but I've never paid much attention to it until recently. I think there's value investing in Bitcoin as well as Bitcoin mining and Bitcoin lending with Bitconnect. From what I've learned, I think the order of risk from the four technologies listed above would be Bitcoin itself, then Hashflare and Genesis mining. Genesis mining probably being a slightly less risk than Hashflare, but still both good investments. And finally, Bitconnect being the most riskiest investment. I've struggled with concern about whether all these technologies were legit, but the more I read, the more I believe that they are. And hopefully they can be profitable with someone that's entering the cryptocurrency game somewhat late, or at least entering it currently, and didn't start at the end of 2016 like a lot of the other YouTube channel video people that I see. So with my videos, we can both find out if I entered into this too late or if I started this month, December, if that was a good time to start. From my research, it appears that Hashflare and Genesis mining, which are both cloud technologies or cloud mining technologies, offer a steady income from mining different cryptocurrencies. I'll be focusing specifically, at least in the beginning, on Bitcoin, which at the moment is the most profitable. Below in the comments, I'll have a link to what cloud mining is. I had considered buying Bitmain Antminer equipment and running a few Antminers for my home, but a few things discouraged me from that. They are almost always out of stock, and they use a decent amount of electricity, and electricity isn't very cheap where I live. I would have to keep an eye on the heat that it generates and make sure the equipment didn't overheat. And it appears, thanks to the economies of scale, cloud mining is competitive in profits without having to invest in the equipment and the hardware and worry about any of the things I previously listed. After I discovered cloud mining, to me it was a better option than on-prem mining. Genesis doesn't have any contracts currently, so I have invested in Hashflare at the moment to start. Bitcoin itself, as you probably know, is relatively volatile, but has increased more than 1,000% over the past 12 months. If you take December into account, it's almost up an additional, 60, 70%. So I figure this could be a decent investment, and Bitconnect, although risky, has a high reward and has averaged about 0.9% interest each day. Daily this isn't much, but when you compound it over years, or over a year's time frame, it can be quite lucrative. I would encourage anyone that can spare to risk and potentially lose $100 to click on the Bitconnect link below that I have and sign up. If you decide Bitconnect is for you, there's a lot of reward to be had. If you want to support me as I experiment and share my success, failures, and lessons here, I do get a small referral bonus when you sign up for Bitconnect or Hashflare or Genesis Mining using my links for full disclosure. Or if you want to support someone else, that's cool too. Either way, I hope you find my channel educational and you'll subscribe to it. Lastly, I'd like to recommend signing up for a cryptocurrency wallet such as Coinbase, which I have a link below for as well. This will allow you to transfer money via credit card or bank account into cryptocurrency. I'd also recommend putting some money into the wallet ahead of time. The reason being is it takes 7+ days to transfer from your bank account, which is really excessive in today's world. You can always transfer it back to your bank account if you decided not to invest. But if you do, at least you could do so at your discretion and you'd be able to do it immediately. As you can see, or what you'll see later, on December 1st I transferred some money that I wanted to invest into my crypto wallet, and I also bought some Bitcoin. Let's see if we can see that on the screen now. Okay, there's Coinbase. So I have some funds pending and some other deposits, and here's my wallet down here. These two December 1st deposits did not clear into my wallet until today, which to me was kind of ridiculous. I also bought some Bitcoin, and it would only let me buy a certain amount of Bitcoin, and I spent I think $5,000 to buy this amount of Bitcoin, which is currently valued at this. If it had let me, I would have bought an entire Bitcoin, and I would have been up an additional approximately $3,000. So because of those limits, I lost out there. Another thing I discovered on December 3rd was that Hashflare allows you to purchase through credit cards instantly rather than have to wait till your wallet gets set up. So I also purchased some Hashflare power. Let's see. Here we go. So these are the purchases I made, and these are the dates. As you can see, there were some problems with the credit cards processing, and some of the attempts failed, or they were blocked by my credit card or blocked by the Universe Pay. Didn't seem to work at all. I only had luck with Connect them. But I made 5 purchases. I think I have 123 terahash right now. Let's see here. Yes, 123 terahash. I've been experimenting with my pools, so I can't recommend specifically if this is the best pool combination at the moment or not, but it is something I've been experimenting with. This at least allowed me to start mining immediately, even though not all of this terahash was bought at once, because they do put a limit of $3,000 a day to purchase for the credit card purchases, so it took me a couple days to purchase this. But cloud mining is quite lucrative right now with the difficulty level where it is and the Bitcoin value where it is. Let's see here. If you look right here for my, I believe I have an $18,000 investment, 15 or 18. It says I'm going to make approximately, with the current difficulty and the current Bitcoin value, which can change at any time. The difficulty can get higher or lower, and of course the Bitcoin value can go up and down, but it says I'd make $115,000. So I'd be almost up $100,000 after 12 months. These Hashflare contracts are not open-ended like the Genesis mining, so they do expire after 12 months. This 123 terahash will go to zero after 12 months. That's the only downside, if you can call it, to Hashflare when you compare it to Genesis mining. Today I was paid out. I don't think this is for all 123 hash either, but this amount of Bitcoin, which at the current price is about $300, and that is after the mining fees. And I have total on this over the past, let's see, 5 or 6 days. I've earned this many Bitcoin. Let's put that into the calculator real quick. So we got $780. So that's not bad for 6 days. What else do I have here? I of course encourage you to only invest what you can lose, because none of this is guaranteed. Otherwise the return would be where it would be. It would be much lower. And also to invest in a couple different crypto avenues, such as Hashflare, Genesis, Bitconnect, and Bitcoin itself, if you can. You can start out small. That's probably the best way to diversify, and of course you can invest outside of cryptocurrency as well, but these videos are about cryptocurrency, and so that's how I would encourage you to invest. I think that's all I have. If you guys have any questions, please email me at the email address I will have listed below. I'm a real person. I'll do my best to reply with whatever information I can provide to you in your research. And again, if you want to support me and what I'm trying to do here, consider signing up with Hashflare or with Bitconnect using my referral links below. Thanks a lot. See you next time.